Captain Crumbs and the Terrible, Terrible Sea. Captain Crumbs was the fiercest pirate in all the 7 seas. Well, he would have been if he ever actually went on the seas. You see, Captain Crumbs had a teeny tiny secret. A secret so secret that he whispered it only to his parrot, Mr. Biscuit, and even then, only when no one was looking. Captain Crumbs was scared of water. Not just a little scared. Not, ooh, that puddle looks chilly scared. We're talking shrieks like a kettle and jumps on a chair scared. Wah! He'd holler whenever a wave splashed near his boots. Get it away! Get it away! It's wet! It's so wet! Mr. Biscuit would just sigh. Squawk. You picked the wrong job, mate. Captain Crumbs's ship, the Soggy Doom, hadn't actually sailed in 11 years. It sat in the harbor, tied to the dock with 17 ropes, 4 chains, and 1 very confused octopus who'd been hugging it since Tuesday. Every morning, Captain Crumbs would stomp onto the deck in his big black boots, wave his sword around, and yell, "Today we sail! Today we plunder! Today we—" Then a single drop of sea spray would land on his nose. "Today we go back inside and have a biscuit." His pirate crew was very patient. They had played 4,000 games of checkers. They had knitted matching sweaters. One pirate, Big Bertha, had learned to play the accordion, written a whole opera about a sad clam, and performed it twice. "Captain," said First Mate Gerald one day, scratching his beard, "we're pirates. Pirates are supposed to be on the water, not next to the water, not thinking about the water, on it." "Nonsense," said Captain Crumbs. "We are land pirates. We plunder, He looked around the dock. "Seagulls, yes! Hand over your French fries, bird!" The seagull looked at him. The seagull stole his French fries instead and flew away laughing. Then, one stormy Tuesday, something horrible happened. A giant wave came crashing over the dock and, sploosh, soaked Captain Crumbs from his hat to his boots. "Ah!" he screamed. "I'm melting like a cheese toasty." He flailed, he flopped, he ran in 3 circles and tripped over a bucket. He fell splat into a puddle, then leapt out and yelled, "Traitor Puddle!" The whole crew stared, and then something funny happened. Captain Crumbs noticed he wasn't melting, he wasn't shrinking, he wasn't turning into soup. He was just wet, squelchy, a little bit chilly, but still very much Captain Crumbs. "Oh," he said quietly. "Oh." He wiggled his soggy toes inside his boots. Squish, squish. He giggled. Squish, squish, squish. "Mr. Biscuit," he whispered, "water is just wet stuff." Squawk. "No kidding." So that very afternoon, Captain Crumbs untied the 17 ropes, he unchained the 4 chains, he gave the octopus a kiss on the forehead, and asked it very politely to please let go. And the Soggy Doom finally sailed. Captain Crumbs stood at the front of the ship with the wind in his beard and the spray on his face. He was still a tiny bit scared. He squeaked a little every time a big wave came. He wore a raincoat, and a second raincoat, and floaties on both arms, and a rubber duck around his neck for good luck. But he was sailing. "Yo-ho-ho!" he shouted. "I am Captain Crumbs, and I am only a little bit terrified." And from that day on, he was the bravest, soggiest, squelchiest pirate the 7 seas had ever seen. Squish, squish, squish.